What's going on, YouTube? And again, we are here with our player profiles with Zenosis 619, aka Nick Brown, aka Fatty. You guys probably have already seen, my player profile, and so here's Zenosis giving you guys a little insight on who he is. So here we go.
All right, guys. My name's Nick. I go by Zeno. It's an old nickname. So I got back in started Naruto same time Juan did, because he dragged me into it.
Yes, cancer.
And since then I always enjoyed the game. I didn't like a lot of card games simply because a lot of them felt too hard to play. But Naruto always came real easy and simple to me. So I spent a lot of time in high school with that game. And when I started playing, I kind of just built a deck. But once I kind of learned a little bit more about how everything worked, my first real deck was Inishikacho mental deck, and it was absolute god awful. But for whatever reason, nobody could beat it. It was because I kind of discovered the whole mental power thing, which back in the first couple sets was just such a game changer for a lot of decks, or a lot of games rather. Just because nobody had mental power back then, except for a very select few. So that was always a lot of fun. And then I kind of just made decks from there. I always have some funky idea on how to make a deck. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're really not. But that's what I like to do. I'm kind of the mad genius of the group when it comes to just wanting to make some sort of weird deck. But I still main mental today, as one of my mains anyways. It's much more prominent now with some of the cards that came out with all the shadow stuff. So if you haven't checked out my shadow deck profile, go to check it out. It's a little outdated now on the channel, but it's still pretty much the same. Let's see. What else? I main females in mill too. That's fun. I haven't done a mill or a females profile yet. We should do that. But yeah, I mean, my story is pretty much the same as Juan's. If you guys haven't checked out, you can check that out for the preliminaries of my story. But as Juan said in his video too, it's fun to see everybody popping up with YouTube channels and tournaments and stuff, and it was kind of because the YouTube channels were definitely because of us. I mean, we were kind of the ones that started that whole trend again, and it's really great to see everybody popping up and trying to do the same thing.
Not to discredit those of you who have YouTube channels when the game was live, you guys were definitely the cornerstone when it came to Naruto YouTubing and stuff like that. So, shout out to all of you guys.
I mean, if anything, if any of you had pre-existing channels, is probably what gave us the idea to start one up again, just simply because there was nothing out there anymore. So wanted to start showing the world that it still existed. We were still a thing, and having the tournaments like we did earlier this month with Team Allies from New York, and as big as it was icing on the cake for us, because it showed that we really got the ball rolling again, and that was really great. So we take a lot of pride in that, I think, in maybe jump-starting the community a little bit. So that's pretty much all I got. Yeah? Alright. Well, guys, I'm not as exciting as Juan is, but I like to play the game just because the game's fun. There's a lot of deck ideas, and I'm a very anti-meta player. I hate the fact that, and I understand it's just because the game's discontinued. We got nothing else to go off of. Nobody likes playing blocks, but man, I want to see. We jump-started the community in playing again in tournaments and stuff. Let's try to jump-start it to see some originality coming from everybody. I don't mean the 20 other cards in the 30 card dot deck. So yeah, I think that's how I feel about that. As much as I love the game, I want to see it change a little bit and see what people can really think of. like one guy that we play with here in Fresno, Victor, he always got something crazy up his sleeve with some sort of weird deck, and it reminds me of myself and what cards can do, and the originality of kind of reading a card and seeing if it goes with something other than the usual. So that's a guy that I definitely respect. But anyways, guys, thank you for showing up for my player profile. And as always, for those of you keeping the Naruto CCG dream alive, I salute you.